Yeah, what a year for Airbnb. Earlier this year, they were in a lot of trouble with all of their listings basically going into decline due to COVID, bringing international travel and domestic travel to a standstill. They had to cut 1/4 of their workforce, about 1,900 jobs, and borrow $2 billion American dollars to stay afloat. Anyway, they managed to stay the course, and as of September, they had 7 million active listings around the world, and overnight, they've just listed on the NASDAQ in Wall Street's biggest IPO of 2020. The offer price was $68 per share, but it listed at $146 a share. So anyone that bought into the float would have immediately doubled their money. The shares finished trading up about 112%. That puts Airbnb's market cap at $86 billion, which is about 117 billion Australian dollars, which is just a bit less than CSL Limited, which we were talking about before, the vaccine provider. Their market cap's about $20 billion more. So pretty amazing rise for Airbnb, a company that was only founded in 2008 and has just gone from strength to strength, Tom.
Yeah, and it's a company that basically, other than its headquarters, owns nothing. Everyone else has the property for it. Westpac's annual general meeting today, meanwhile, shareholders are unhappy with the bank's performance.
Yeah, look, Westpac has been the laggard among the big four banks in regards to risk and compliance and responding to risk and compliance issues quickly and rapidly. So shareholders are going to be pretty unhappy today with the bank. Recently, they've just agreed to pay a $1.3 billion fine over money laundering breaches, and they're currently in the middle of an enforceable undertaking with APRA. The last two AGMs have been pretty fiery, and the bank did receive a first strike and a second strike over the last 2 years. We can expect more of the same today. The annual general meeting starts at about 10 a.m. It is virtual, but there's a few items there's a few listing items that shareholders will need to vote for. 4 directors are up for re-election, including the chairman, John McFarlane. Shareholders will also need to vote to grant the Chief Executive, Peter King, some share performance rights, and they'll also need to vote on the remuneration report. So those are all critical items of business that will need to be voted on today, and I'll be watching it very closely when it starts in about half an hour.